You may start.
Okay, so today I'm going to teach you many things, not only for weight loss, but from the health point of view. Okay? Now today everyone's body has become acidic. This is not acidity in the stomach. I'm talking about the blood, which has become acidic. It's not our fault. It is because of pollution, chemicals in our food, non-veg food, tension. All this makes the body acidic. Now all major illnesses can get a grip on the body only if the body is acidic. They cannot get a grip if the body is alkaline. Even cancer, they say, survives only in an acidic body. So we have to do our level best to keep the body alkaline. So plenty of fresh vegetables helps a lot, but it is not sufficient. So the best natural alkalizer is plain lime water, lime. So what I do...
The lemon.
Lemon. So what I do is I cut the lime, squeeze the juice, keep it in small bottles in the fridge. So every time we don't have to cut it and have that nuisance. And whenever I drink water, I put 1 teaspoon of this lime juice in that water and drink it. Okay? This has nothing to do with weight loss. This is good for everyone in the family. General health. Now, are you a big water drinker or you're like me, I never feel thirsty?
No, I drink water.
You drink water. So whenever
at
you're...
least 2.5 liters.
Okay. So whenever you're at home, drink water when you feel thirsty. There's no need to think and drink. Except for rare cases like me, I never feel thirsty. If I left to myself, I don't feel thirsty. Maybe I don't like the taste of water or what it is. So what I do is, before I have my tea in the morning, I drink 2 glasses of water and with this lime.
Compulsorily.
I do it.
To have some water.
To make sure at least that comes in the morning. And again in the evening before my tea, I drink another 2 big glasses of water with this lime. So at least 1 liter is going. Then water is going in tea and in lime juice and buttermilk and rasam and other ways. Raw vegetables anyway 90% water. Okay? Now, India today has become vitamin D deficiency capital of the world. Have you had your vitamin D checked? No, we'll be checking it. Anyway, I have to do a special test for obesity. After you follow the diet for 2 weeks, I will write and give. We'll check up your vitamin D. Now, the best source of vitamin D is sunlight. We have plenty of sun, but nobody likes to sit in the sun. So, do you have a terrace?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I would like you to do is, you permanently put a chair there with a stool. Okay? And this first item, which I want you to take, that is something sweet, either lime with honey, or coconut water, or lassi. And those who take tea and coffee can have tea or coffee, but with jaggery, not with white sugar. Because white sugar, raw rice, polished rice, and maida are India's #1 junk foods. They have been polished, so all the vitamins, minerals are gone, the fiber is also gone. From the weight loss point of view, it makes no difference whether it is sugar or whether it is jaggery. From the health point of view, it is definitely better. Jaggery is better. So what I suggest is, you said that you go for your walk and come back. Will it be around 8 o'clock, after 8?
No, I leave for walk around 7:30, 7:45.
Okay.
Come back by 8:45.
8:40.
But in the walk also, I make sure that I go into parts where sun is there.
Yes, sir. So you will get
Not at always shade.
So you will get your sunlight.
That
so,
is one thing.
yeah.
Secondly, I also play golf.
Oh, very
I
good.
play on weekends, Saturdays and Sundays.
Very good.
Where the
You're
entire
getting
thing is golf
plenty
course.
of sun.
Full
Okay.
yeah.
So what I'm going to do is, this first item, this lime honey or coconut water or something, I won't put a time. We'll keep it flexible.
Okay.
I'm just writing item number 1.
Mm.
So you can have it after you come back, or you can have it before you go. I'm keeping it flexible for you. Let's not be rigid.
Okay.
But the main thing is to eat and drink slowly. Alright? We have to enjoy our diet. The diet should be tasty, we should enjoy. Then there is some chance we will do it lifelong. Now enjoyment is only on the tongue.
Now one thing, this generally, when you say exposed to sun, does it mean real sun you should be sitting? Or even outside, supposing there is a terrace has got half shade and half sun. I normally, even when I do my yoga, I sit in the shade part, but it's open. I don't sit in the air conditioning.
It is better to get direct for at least 20 minutes.
Okay.
20 minutes. Okay? And since you asked about sunlight, the sun that helps the body for vitamin D is not early morning sun.
I see.
It has to be at least 50 degrees.
50
So that is in India about 8 o'clock in the morning, between 8 and 9, and in the evening between 3 and 4. That's the best time to get the rays of the sun that helps to improve our vitamin D. Okay?
That's important information.
That's very important.
Yeah.
So I'm writing item number 1, and remember to eat and drink slow, a minimum time of 20 minutes. So what I do, I get up a little late because I go to sleep very late, after 12 o'clock. I get up around 7:38, then I make my tea and I go to the terrace with the newspaper. And I sit on the terrace with the newspaper, sipping. Take a sip, keep it down. If you don't leave it, your brain will say, why are you holding it? You can't do anything. Drink it up and put it down. So before your brain can tell you to drink it quickly, take a sip, leave it. Take a sip, leave it. It's recorded. Okay? So minimum time of 20 minutes. Okay? Now, you're doing yoga, you told me. That's very good. And you're going for your walk. So continue both. That's all you need to do. Okay? You are going to the gym, you told me. Do gentle exercises. Don't strain your body. Don't muddle up weight loss with exercise.
I don't do yoga.
No.
I only do the little bit of exercise which they are told
Which
you.
they are told you to do. Okay. Now, if you are not doing yoga, I've got these 9 simple exercises. This is not to lose weight. This is just to keep the body flexible and toned. So, do you have any back problem, any disc problem, any discs protruding? Nothing.
Little bit back pain is there. That's
No disc. So, you just see them. The picture is here. The explanation is here. Be gentle with your body. No? We are not trying to lose weight. There's a different issue. So start about 5 times each. Then you can make it into 7. Then into 10. Finally you can just do 12 times. 12 times each exercise. Maybe you can do it after you come back when you're in the terrace, before you have this lime juice, you can do it, or even after it. But
the timing will go haywire, no?
Yeah.
Because 6:45 walk, 7:45, come back 8:45. Then I do that little bit of exercise about 30 minutes or 40 minutes. Along with that, I can club this also.
Club this.
So by the time it becomes 9:30, 9:45, thereafter I can have lime
You
juice.
can have it.
Not a problem.
Not a problem.
Okay.
Not a problem. Okay?
Then I need about that half 30-minute rest also.
Not a problem.
That time I'll sit in the sun or something and then do that.
Or another idea is you come back from your walk. Okay?
Yeah.
Finish this lime juice or coconut water, lassi, slowly, 20 minutes, and then you do your exercise.
Then go for exercise.
That's another idea. Otherwise it may get too delayed.
Okay.
It may get too delayed. Alright?
Okay.
Now after this item number 1,
This will give me, no?
I'll give it. After this item number 1, I'm not fixing a time, keep it flexible, be comfortable. There should be a 2-hour gap. You must keep these gaps.
Whatever time I take this.
Whatever time is item number 1. After you finish, there should be a 2-hour gap. So now we are coming to item number 2. Now there are 3 items. The first item, you choose any one. You can take the same thing or you can change it. I'm leaving it totally up to you. So the first choice is tomato. So 2 nice red firm tomatoes. It will be about 150 gram. Keep a weighing scale in your kitchen. It's good to have a small electronic weighing scale.
By the time I'll be in the office. So
Okay.
I'll keep in the office.
Keep it. So wash it well, cut it, make it tasty. Don't forget this word tasty. Huh? Salt, pepper, chili powder, chaat masala. Some people like to put it in a mixie, not a juicer. That skin and pulp and all should be there. And then don't strain it. It should be a thick juice. Salt, pepper, lime is all we need to have a nice thick juice. One day you can have cucumber. Only the tomato you juice it. All these other options don't take juice. Eat it as it is.
Yeah.
So a small cucumber, about 150 gram. Otherwise, guava. A little hard guava. It should not be a very soft guava, slightly hard. Eat it with the skin. One big guava or two small ones. These three are the best. Otherwise, you can have 2 slices of fresh pineapple. Not from a tin, huh? Or you can have 1 small pomegranate.
All these I take.
Anyone.
All good.
Next time I'll teach you about papaya, melon and orange. I'll just tell you the quantity now, but don't take it now. If you want papaya, 8 small pieces. About, say, 2 inches by 1 inch. Or melon. Watermelon season is there. 8 small pieces. 2 inches by 1. Or 1 medium orange. Vegetables we can eat as much as we want and lose weight. But not fruit. Because fruit has its natural sugar. If you eat too much fruit, you won't lose weight. Okay? Right. So you choose any one of these. Along with this, we'll eat nuts. So you can have 6 almonds. 6 almonds. Or 12 pista. Or you can have 2 to 3 walnuts. You can choose. Or you go to this nuts and spices brown tree. They are selling ready to eat roasted soya nuts. I'll write it here. And it's coming in nice flavors, tomato flavor and all, very tasty. So I'm writing here.
I'm happy with this.
Hmm?
Well, I'm happy with almonds and pista. I've been taking also. So it's
Okay.
good.
But I'm writing it down.
Okay.
So if you take this roasted soya nuts, 1 fistful. Plus, you can have cheese. You like cheese?
Cheese.
1 cube
I'm not
of
generally
cheese.
very fond of
I'm not
cheese.
insisting.
Yeah.
Or paneer. You like paneer?
Both I am not so keen.
Okay. But it is allowed.
Okay.
So don't be afraid thinking it will make you put weight or it's going to be bad because cholesterol and all. It is totally harmless. So if you make paneer at home, out of half a liter of milk,
With chana.
chana,
Chana, no? We call chana.
paneer.
Yes.
So out of half a liter of milk, you get about 75 grams of paneer. 2/3, that is 50 grams, we can keep it for lunch. 1/4, 1/3 we can have it for breakfast. It's not a must, it's an option. Or if you buy it from a shop, it comes in a 200 gram packet. So 1/4 is 50 grams. That can come for lunch. Half of that amount we can have for breakfast. Now I'll give you 2 ideas on how to eat this. Either we can eat
This is plus, this is plus.
plus. There are 3 items. Either we can have it all
You
separately.
can't have any milk. Since paneer is a milk base, so can you not have either milk or buttermilk?
Buttermilk will come later.
Okay.
But I don't mind if you don't have either of these, 1 glass of buttermilk.
Yeah.
I'll write it.
Yeah.
Now I'll give you 2 ideas on how to take these 3 items. Either
How much?
1 glass tumbler. So
Yeah,
either
when you say 200 ml.
200 ml, 250 ml. It's okay. So either you eat this tomato cucumber separately, then you munch your nuts separately, and then you eat your cheese or paneer separately, or we can combine everything and make a chart. So you can cut this tomato or cucumber into little pieces, put the nuts into it, we can grate the cheese or grate the paneer,
Make this into one.
make it into a chart, make it into one item, put chaat masala or salt, whatever you like, to make it enjoyable. Take it to your work in a small, with a teaspoon. So while you are sitting also and working, you can take a teaspoon. Don't forget to keep chewing.
20 minutes.
Keep chewing.
I know.
All food should become liquid in our mouth before you swallow it. Your digestion will be also good. See, nature has put teeth, tongue and saliva. 3 important things have been put in the mouth. These are not in the stomach. Alright? But we don't use them properly. So remember to chew well, and before you swallow, say yummy. Then only put it in the tummy. Okay? Alright. So this is over. Now after this is finished, another 2-hour gap. Keep the gaps properly. The gaps are very important. Okay? So we come to item number 3. So again you can have 1 glass of buttermilk, dilute buttermilk, or you can have rasam without dal.
I eat a lot of chilies, huh?
No
Green
problem,
chilies.
no
Just a little.
problem.
So I normally when I make buttermilk in my home, we'll put a lot of chilies,
No
chilies cut
problem.
and
You do
paste
whatever
it.
you want to make it tasty. So if you make rasam, it should be without dal. Tamarind rasam or tomato rasam. And cold rasam is a very nice drink in hot weather. People think we should take only hot rasam. Not at all. Cold rasam is also very good. Or you can have this jaljeera powder. 1 glass jaljeera. Mix the powder with water. If you want, you can add some lime. But no sugar or honey here. So something sweet enters the body once in the morning. It is required. And once in the evening. Then in between we'll try not to take. Okay? So now this is the maximum that enters your body before lunch. You will feel a little hungry for the first 3 days only. The stomach is a muscular bag. It will slowly start shrinking. But you won't get headache or giddiness. Just a rumbling in your stomach. Put a positive thought. Say good, good, let it be. Let this fat have some chance to leave the body. By the 4th time, that rumbling will also stop. Okay? Now we come to lunch. Now, if possible, lunch should be 6 hours after item number 1. So if this is at 8 o'clock, your lunch will come at 2. If this is 7 o'clock, your lunch will come at 1. If it's 9 o'clock, your lunch will come at 3. Okay? Now I will again tell you the items like we did, and then I'll give you idea how to eat. Now the first item, cut plenty of raw vegetables.
Cut. Cut means?
Cut into small pieces.
Oh, I thought you cut means avoid.
No, not cut. Raw vegetables, cut it into small pieces. Carrot and beetroot, keep it less. Carrot and beetroot, keep it less. Are you a Jain?
No.
No. So you eat root vegetables.
I eat it.
Yeah. So carrot, beetroot, just a small piece. This much. Cut it into little pieces. You can add it to the salad for color. So the main thing is tomato, cucumber, onion, capsicum, cabbage, radish. I'm giving you a simple diet. If you go to special places and if you get lettuce and spring onion and celery, you put what you want. But I'm giving you a simple, down-to-earth diet. Just cut it and take it in a lockbox. No quantity restriction. Healthy food, no quantity restriction. Now, do you like that sprouts, that green gram sprouts? Do you like it?
Not so much.
Not so much. So you don't have it on a regular basis.
No.
Okay, we won't talk about it. Second item is curd. You like curd?
Yeah.
So about 100 ml curd. Half a tumbler curd. Take it separately. Take everything separately. Third item is cooked vegetables. All tasty. With oil, masala, everything. As much as you want. Take it in a bigger container and fill it half. Take a container should be big for this, but fill it half. I'll tell you the reason why. When I'm saying fill it half, it doesn't mean I want you to eat less. I'll tell you the reason why later. So I'm writing here cooked vegetables. Do you eat mushroom?
I don't like mushroom.
You don't like. If you eat mushroom, mushroom is also allowed. Now, all those foods which have more sugar in them are going to come in the night. And all those foods which have less sugar are going to come in the day. I'll explain to you later. So in the afternoon, no potato. No potato, sweet potato, yam, tapioca, no raw banana in the afternoon. We are not missing anything. Whatever we are saying no for lunch will come as main dish for dinner. Don't take any chanas in the afternoon. Dal is 60% sugar. And don't put corn, butta, in the afternoon. This is 68% sugar. So you avoid just these four.
Corn includes popcorn also.
Popcorn, try not, it will come in the night, don't worry. We are not missing anything at all. So avoiding these four, you can have all the other vegetables. All the greens, brinjal, lady's finger, cabbage, cauliflower, capsicum, drumsticks, French beans, then all that barbati, gamarfali, then the gourds, lauki, turai, kaddu.
All cooked, it comes under cooked
All
vegetable.
cooked vegetable.
Yeah.
Okay? Tasty, tasty with oil, masala, everything. Now I'm going to teach you about oil from the health point of view, not from the weight loss point of view. The first thing to realize is all this extra fat on your body is not because of oil, but oil gets blamed. Whenever we put on weight, we blame oil, others blame oil, doctors blame oil. Reduce your oil, don't take fried foods, don't take paneer, don't take cheese, don't take non-veg, don't eat egg. It's a totally wrong concept. You can go on total oil-free diet for 1 month and see. Not even 1 kilo will reduce from your body. Okay? All this fat is because there's too much sugar in the diet. Now don't think sugar comes only from sweet things in the mouth. When we have this honey and coconut water and sugar and jaggery, we all know it is sweet. We are restricting to 1 or 2 teaspoons. Nobody will sit and eat 1 cup of honey, right? But nobody knows that rice and wheat have the same amount of sugar as honey. Will anyone believe? Honey is 79% sugar. That people will believe. It is so sweet on the tongue. Rice is 78, 1% less. Wheat is 72. Okay? And all the pulses are 60% sugar. But when we say dal, nobody thinks of sugar. We say protein food, protein food. Why do we say protein food? Because it has got more protein than rice and wheat. Rice is only 7%, wheat is 12, dal is 20. So we say protein food, but nobody thinks about 60% sugar. Got it? Now you look at your plate whenever you eat. What is the main dish at each and every meal? It is either rice or wheat with dal. Whether it is idli, dosha, chapati, puri, pongal, upma, sambar sadam, chana bhatura, bread,
When you say
bun.
rice or rice products?
Rice and rice products, it's all the same. Whether you eat rice as a grain or you put it in the mixie and grind it, rice is rice, it doesn't change. Okay. So the main dish at each and every meal is full of sugar. Got it?
Yeah, understood.
Now sugar for the body is like petrol for your car or any vehicle. Now see how carefully we fill petrol. First we see what is the vehicle. If it's a scooter, we may put 10-15 liters. If it's a truck, we'll put 60 liters. Nobody will put 60 liters in a scooter. Then we see how much petrol is already there in the vehicle. If it is half tank, we'll fill only half tank. If it's quarter tank, we'll fill 3/4 more. So a lot of calculation and care goes into filling petrol for our vehicle. They are very careful. For this vehicle, not at all bothered, without thinking, from the time we get up in the morning till the time we sleep, we are putting foods which are high in sugar. Got it? Now sugar is not energy. It has to change into energy and get stored in every cell of the body. You remember in school we learnt mitochondria, powerhouses of the cell. We drew small batteries in each cell. We learnt all this in school. So every cell has a battery. It is called mitochondria to store energy, not store sugar. Okay? Now this is where everyone's body is different. You see some very lucky people, they sit all day long, no walking, no exercise, eating all these foods 3 times a day, never put on weight. How come? All that sugar, glucose, gets converted into energy. We call it ATP. And it gets stored in the mitochondria as energy, ATP. They are very lucky. They never put on weight. But 70% of the population, we are not so lucky. Only some sugar is getting stored as energy. The rest of the sugar has to store in some other place. And there is only one other place, and that is fat. Got it? So when you look at your fat, don't think of oil and ghee and butter and all that. It is mainly rice, wheat, dal and sweets in our Indian diet. Okay, got it? Now coming back to oil from the health point of view. Now today, India...
When you say oil, you include ghee also?
Yeah, I'll tell you about ghee. Ghee and butter are good for the body. Don't be afraid. We doctors have been teaching wrong for the last 30 years. We've been telling everyone avoid butter, avoid ghee. Saturated fat will increase your cholesterol. First thing to realize, high cholesterol in the blood has nothing to do with diet. Okay? There are pure vegetarians who have got very high cholesterol. There is no cholesterol in vegetarian diet. Nil. The liver makes its own cholesterol. Cholesterol is required for the body. Every cell membrane, every hormone, vitamin D, it cannot be there without cholesterol. So the liver makes 80% of the cholesterol. It depends only 25% from outside. So a vegetarian can get cholesterol only from animal products. That is your milk and curd and ghee and butter and cheese and all that. Now, by us telling even vegetarians not to take this, we have done a very grave mistake. There is no vitamin D in the vegetable kingdom. Vitamin D can only come from the animal kingdom. Cholesterol is only in the animal kingdom. So there is no cholesterol in a vegetarian diet. You understand? So by telling them not to take butter and ghee for 30 years, India has become vitamin D deficiency capital of the world. And by and large, Indians don't like to expose themselves to the sun because of this tanning effect and fairness and all that. You got it? Right. Now we'll come back to this oil from the health point of view. Today India has become heart attack capital of the world. There are many reasons. One reason is refined oils. What oil are you using? You find out. It should not be the sunflower, Saffola, gold winner refined oil. Okay? Why? A refined oil is a heated oil. They heat it in the factory with chemicals. Why do they heat it? Not to remove cholesterol. There was no cholesterol from day one. So when you see refined oil cholesterol free, it's no big deal. They are using a wrong term. They should not say refined. They should say heated oil. If they write heated oil, nobody is going to buy. So they are using a wrong word. Refined means what? There was something bad. We have done something and made it good. See, this is all clever advertising and we have become heart attack capital of the world. So they are heating the oil to remove color and smell. Why? Color and smell is not bad. So why are they removing it? We want it removed. When we see a dark, smelly, thick oil, our brain says bad. When we see a thin, transparent oil, our brain says good. So the food industry does what we want. Understood? So that lovely, clear-looking, transparent oil is a used oil. It's been heated once in the factory. And when we make food, what do? We are heating it for the second time. You should never heat an oil 2 times. Why? It turns into trans fatty acids. It is the trans fatty acids that are blocking the heart, not cholesterol. 75% of people who have heart attack have got low cholesterol. Understood? And pure vegetarians, some of them have very high cholesterol. Nothing to do with the diet, it's a hereditary problem. And the drug industry has made billions on the statins to reduce the cholesterol. And today we know those statins themselves are causing heart problems, liver problems, even cancer. So if your cholesterol ever goes up, don't bother about it. It is not harming the body. In fact, when you take a statin, the good cholesterol also comes down. We want the good cholesterol to be high. Along with the LDL, the HDL is also reducing. Okay? So always take unrefined oils. So the best unrefined oils is sesame oil, til ka tel, nalla enna they will say in Tamil, or groundnut oil, mumfali, kadle enna. Mustard oil, you are North Indian. North Indians like mustard oil. It's a very good oil. And people from Kerala like coconut oil. So these are the 4 Indian oils which are very good for the body.
Unrefined.
Unrefined. And if possible, cold pressed. See, unrefined means you have to take it from a chakki, from the oil mill. But these chakkis also, it is made of metal. So when it grinds, that metal also heats up. It heats up to about 100 degrees. Okay. So the best oil is that wood chakki. So I believe, people tell me, each area has its own wood chakki nowadays. But if you can't find it, you can call up these people. There's a phone number. They will home deliver it to you. They have their farm in Karnataka. You know what is a wood chakki? Usually there'll be a stone and a wooden pestle, and they will attach it to a cow. And slowly the cow goes round and round and the oil comes out. But local people in Chennai, they have the whole chakki made out of wood. And it is no cow and all that. It is to a motor, but it goes very slowly, so it doesn't get heated up. So that is the meaning of cold pressed refined oils, unrefined oils.
Cold press,
Unrefined oils. Okay. So I'm giving this to you. You can phone them up if you like. They will home deliver, or if you can get it from any other source in Chennai, there's no problem at all. And don't worry about ghee and butter. Don't cook in ghee, because already the butter has been heated to make ghee. So never cook in ghee. You can cook in butter, but don't cook in ghee. Ghee we can just...
So where you come ghee now? You're talking about oil, no?
So finished talking about oil. I'm
now you're talking of ghee.
Don't be afraid of ghee and butter.
We use mostly the cow ghee.
No problem.
Homemade ghee.
No problem at all.
But definitely butter you are heating and then coming.
It is coming. Now I'll just put in a word about olive oil, because many people have a fancy. I don't use it because we have our own good Indian oils, but some people want to take it. So if you take olive oil, it is of course the best. It is better than our oils because it has got more of the monounsaturated fatty acids, which are helpful. But use only virgin or extra virgin. There is a new olive oil called pomace olive oil. They're calling it cardia and all this. It's all clever advertising. It's cheap. They're advertising specially for Indian cooking, and it's very clear looking. So Indians like clear looking oils. Don't waste your money on that. It's a refined olive oil. So if you take olive oil, let it be either virgin or extra virgin. Done? So now, cooked vegetables.
So you talked about the ghee. I can ask the vegetables to be cooked in ghee also.
Yes.
But ghee means you don't say don't
I'm saying don't
ghee.
cook it in ghee. Make the vegetables and put a little ghee on top. See, South Indians warm it up a little and they will come when you go for sapad and all that. They will come and they will put it on. That's the correct thing. North Indians cook in ghee. That's not good.
So then how do you cook it?
Cook in the oils. All this groundnut oil, sesame
and then
oil.
put ghee on it.
And then if you want to put ghee, put it on top. You understood why?
Or otherwise if you cook it in butter,
Then it's fine.
then homemade butter, that is
No
okay.
problem. No
So
problem.
your objective is to cook it either in homemade butter
Or in these
because
good-
it's not heated,
Yes.
or oil
Or
which is
with-
unheated.
Exactly, unheated oils. You got the idea now?
Yeah.
Okay. Try not to put dal in your vegetables when you're cooking. Okay? You can put coconut. Coconut is only 28% sugar. Dal is 60.
Oh, is it?
Yes. I
You're
told
always
you.
given to understand
I
that.
told you. I explained all that just now.
Yeah.
to
No,
you.
but you're always
Ah.
given to understand coconut is very heavy.
Coconut. See, again, we doctors have been teaching wrong for the last 30 years. Coconut has got very healthy things, minerals, vitamins. It has got saturated fat, but it's vegetable saturated fat. It doesn't increase the cholesterol. But without knowing this, we have been warning people to avoid coconut for so many years. It's a wrong thing. Now they have found coconut oil is the best oil, in fact, for heart, even to prevent cancer and so on.
So chutney and all, eating coconut chutney is
You can
common.
have it. Try not to put dal in your sabji. But supposing there are some vegetables where you want to put dal, because I'm teaching you for lifelong. This
Yeah.
is a lifelong thing. Then one fistful should go for 4 people. So less of dal, more of the vegetables. And that day cut the curd. So the day you put the dal, remove the curd. Or you may want to make a very tasty sambar. You can put lot of vegetables in that. then no need to make separate vegetables. From the sambar itself we can take the vegetables. And that day, instead of the curd, you can have a bowl of watery dal. Watery. Whenever you take dal, don't take thick dal. Remember, it is 60% sugar. So we want to dilute it as much as possible. Okay? Now I'm going to teach you how to eat these 3 items. Then we'll come to the 4th item, which is a protein item. So what you do is, you take all this separately, you open it in the office, take this cooked vegetable. I said it should be half empty. Keep a gap. Put the curd inside that. And all this raw vegetable which you've cut into small pieces, put that also into it. Okay? Mix it up. You will get a nice big bowl of very tasty, healthy, crunchy food. Whether you like it or not, you will have to sit and chew slowly. That raw vegetable will force you to eat slowly. Those who like sprouts, instead of the raw vegetable, they can put that green gram sprouts. So the sprouts and that raw vegetable will force you to eat slow. There's no way you can eat fast even if you want. Keep it at your desk. You may be busy. Keep it, take a teaspoon, put it in your mouth, keep on chewing.
Can it be brought to the office mixed form?
No, don't.
Or should I do it?
No, don't do that. The whole thing will become soggy.
Okay.
And all that tomato and all the...
Then that crunchiness also...
All the crunchiness will
the
go.
the faster you will start eating.
Exactly. So what you do is you bring it separately and mix it in the office.
Okay.
Now your 4th item every day should be one protein item. Now because you're a vegetarian, there are only 3 items which have got more protein and less of sugar. So you choose any one. So the first one is 50 gram paneer. Either from the shop or you can make it at home. So paneer, either you can cut it and cook it along with the vegetables, or you can put masala and fry it, or you can mash it up and make it like a paneer bhujia, or you can make paneer cutlets. Any vegetable like beans, French beans and all, make it tasty. Mash up the paneer and you can make it like cutlets. So you can just take a big bowl of cutlet and have some chutney, tomato chutney or mint chutney or something.
It's a part of lunch, huh?
It's a part of lunch. Got it? Or you can have soya paneer, which is called tofu. 50 gram. Or you can have cheese. Now there are 2 ideas for cheese. When you take cheese, you can grate it into the raw vegetable. It makes it, put some salt and chili powder and all. You like spicy. It makes a very nice salad dressing. So that day you eat this raw vegetable separate and eat your cooked vegetable and curd separate. One more idea for cheese is we can make a nice white sauce. Do you make white sauce in your home? That pasta sauce, that white color sauce.
I think, yeah.
Just heat the butter, grate the cheese, thicken it with corn flour, not maida. No need for curd that day. You can use milk, thicken it, salt and pepper. That's all you need. You'll get a very nice thick white sauce. Any vegetable you put on that will be very tasty. So you can have that just cheese white sauce with your salad. Got it? Now the other thing is the soya chunks. Do you know what it is? Do you know what is soya chunks? I'm not forcing you to take anything you don't want to take.
Yeah.
I'm giving you options. So one is you buy the soya mini chunks. It is small. So what you do is you take about a handful. They're written on the packet how to make it. Soak it in hot water for 20 minutes. Squeeze it. Wash it well. Either you can cook it along with the vegetables or make a nice chana masala gravy with tomato and all that. Instead of putting chana, which is 60% sugar, we'll put soya, which is only 30% sugar. Got it? Understood? So soya chunks. And the last choice is the soya bean itself. The soya bean. Now I want you to see the soya bean. See, it's a cream colored bean. Look at the color. It's cream colored and there is a small dot. But if you ask for soya bean in Chennai, in small shops, they are not giving this. They are giving this white bean and saying it is the soya bean. It is not at all soya. This is a navy bean Nobody is buying it, so they are passing it off as the soya bean. This is 60% sugar. See, it is white and there is no dot. Never buy this. So nuts and spices, brown tree, you can get the soya bean. So what I'm teaching you is good for everyone. Don't make separate for you, separate for others. One fistful for each person. Soak it the whole night. Wash it well in the morning, like we do for Kabuli chana and rajma. That skin will come off. Pressure cook it. 3 whistles on the slow fire. And it will become soft. Then you make chana out of it, or sundal, or add it to your vegetable, or add it to your salad. You do whatever you want. So I'm writing here, soya bean 1 fist. Okay.
It's also part of lunch.
Part of lunch. So now these are your 4 tasty, healthy items for lunch. One is lots of raw vegetables. Second is cooked curd. Third is cooked vegetables. And the fourth is any one of these protein.
No restriction on content.
No restricted. Non-vegetarians can have fish and chicken and mutton and prawns. That doesn't, or they can have egg also. That doesn't apply to you. Okay? So, till now, not a single grain of rice has entered your body in any form. And no wheat has entered. And dal, if it has entered in the way in which I told you, remove the curd. Your rice, wheat and dal and all will come in the night. We're not missing a single item. Okay? So the main thing is to chew well, and to eat slow, and to enjoy. It's very important. Okay?
How many minutes should finish?
Minimum always 20 minutes, 15 to 20. Now it's your own office, so I'm not insisting, I'm just saying what's good for the body. Can you rest a little after lunch? Do you have a couch in your office?
I have, but
you don't want to. You don't
I
want
generally
to.
don't have.
Okay, because they're under a misconception that if you sleep, you should not sleep after lunch, but it's wrong.
Okay.
It's very beneficial to the body to have a little bit of a sleep. Okay. Now after lunch is over, there should be a 3-hour gap.
If at all you take rest, so how much time?
As much as you want. I sleep for a good 1.5 hours.
Okay.
It's up to you. So after your lunch is over, supposing it's over by 2:30, then there should be 3-hour gap. So we are coming to about 5:30. Now again at 5:30, something sweet should enter the body. So I'm putting this picture and I'm putting an arrow. So again lime juice with honey or coconut water or lassi.
You will put this C1.
Yeah, I'm putting this arrow to show
Means
this arrow
one.
until number 1. Or those who have tea or coffee can have tea or coffee. Or in case you want to have a chocolate.
I'm not from
No. Or a little bit of sweet.
No.
Or
I'm
no.
not very sweet.
So you have something to drink,
Yeah.
which is sweetened. Now along with this, again we'll eat nuts. So again I'm writing it and putting an arrow. Can you see this arrow?
Yeah.
To show all these nuts.
What's the number? Serial number?
Ah.
No, it's 2. Okay.
Okay, I've written in green, so this is green. Now if you want to eat ground nuts, mungfali, or cashew nuts, these have got double the amount of sugar, so it's coming in the evening. These nuts, almond, pista and walnuts is only 14% sugar, 14. Whereas groundnut and cashew nut, coconut also has 28% sugar. So it can come in the evening if you want your groundnut. So 1 mutti, 1 fistful groundnut. It can be boiled, it can be roasted,
It can be salted, whatever.
salted. Be careful of salt. Too much salt and BP and all will rise, so be careful. Better to just roast it. Or you can boil it and make a little chaat. Put little tomato, cucumber, onion, make a chaat. Or you can have 3 full big cashew nuts. Okay?
3 full meals?
Full ones. Nowadays you get
Oh.
cashew nut, they break it into small pieces. I'm talking wacha mota wala, big ones. If you want biscuit, take 3 Monaco biscuit, 3 to 4. Or you can take 3 to 4 that Trepton biscuit, plain Trepton. You can get it from the chemist shop.
Or this
Or.
So nuts or this
Yeah,
no.
or. So something to drink which is sweet and something to munch which is savory. Got it? Now in case you have not walked in the morning, in case,
Yeah, it happens sometimes.
then finish off your walk in the evening. 30 minutes is more than enough. 30-minute fast walk. I walk at night. You can even walk in the night. Before dinner, after dinner. I like to walk in the night after dinner. Now we come to dinner. Now dinner, everything is allowed. I'll give you a long list. You choose any one. What time do you normally have dinner?
Depends upon if I eat in the evening little, then I'll have late.
Okay.
They not before
8 o'clock?
not before 8.
Eight,
No,
sorry.
it's 8:30, 9.
So I prefer that. Any time after 8:30. So there should be about 3-hour gap
After
after that evening munching. So I'm going to give you a long list. Whatever is written on this side of the paper is called main dish. What is it called? Main dish. And we will take it along with side dishes. Now what is the meaning of side dishes? I'm writing it here in brackets. Any item from lunch. Any item from lunch menu is called side dish. So soup, salad, sabji, or you can take homemade soup, or you can take watery dal, patla dal. We need it with our roti and rice and idli and dosha and all that. Got it? So first we are going to talk about rice items. Now rice is highest in sugar, 78% sugar. Every variety of rice has the same amount of sugar, whether it is white or brown or black. But as I already told you, white polished rice is a junk food. It is better not to keep it in the house. So there are 3 varieties which are better. One is this hand pounded rice. It is called matta rice.
Matta.
It comes as a branded also, double horse brand, we can get it from the shop. But it takes very long to cook. So it has to be soaked for 2 to 3 hours, then only it cooks. The other good rice is parboiled rice, which they call idli arsi, pulanga arsi. And the third is brown basmati. Before we used to get only white basmati. Now we are getting, even India Gate is making brown basmati. Okay? Now I'm going to teach you a rule which I want you to understand clearly. It will apply to each and every item. Now vegetables have only 2 to 10% sugar. They are low. That's why we have given it during the day and we have not restricted the quantity. But they have sugar. So when you combine them with some food which has got more sugar, like rice, we have to take less of rice. Supposing you eat rice without vegetables, say only patla dal with rasam and curd and papad and ghee and chutney, or you make tair sadam or takali sadam, rasam sadam, lime rice, we can have 2 fistfuls uncooked rice. 2 fistfuls uncooked. When I say 2,
And then cook it.
and then
Okay.
so 2 fistfuls of rice without vegetables. Supposing we are going to have rice with a lot of vegetables, like a biryani, let there be plenty of vegetables and less of rice. 1 fistful of rice with vegetables. You understood the logic?
Yeah.
Have you understood the logic? Okay.
Understood.
Otherwise, you can have 4 small idli or dosha or appam, idiyappam, 4 scoops of gold, 4 scoops of that batter. So for 1 dosha, 1 scoop. Don't put 1.5 scoop and then have 4 dosha. So 4 scoops, 4 dosha. 4 scoops, 4 idli. You can have it with chutney, even coconut chutney, podi, patla dal, whatever you want. If you want to have khichdi, you can have 1 fistful of rice plus 1 fistful of dal. Khichdi. You eat puha? Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. If you want, you can have. Usually people take for breakfast We will bring it for dinner. You have do they make bel puri at home?
They can, but only ready mix. We get
No problem. So you can have bel puri also if you want. Just put it on.
It will come as second.
We can combine it.
Yeah, combine it.
So now we'll come to item number 2, which is whole wheat. Whole wheat. I'm not talking of maida, huh? Maida is a junk food. Indian maida is a poison. They are putting bleaching agents to make it white in color. And one of them is destroying the pancreas cells that making insulin. And India has got 70 million diabetic patients. 1/3 the population of America, India has got diabetes. You understand? So don't keep maida in the house. Once in a way when we go out, I'll give you a maida list at the end. When we want to take once in a way, let us take it. We should not say no to anything. Okay? So I'm talking of atta, whole wheat. So in the same way, 4 small chapati. It can be puri also. It can be paratha also. Oil is not the issue. The issue is this word small. When I say small, I mean your North Indian big puri size. North Indians usually make chapati also big puri size. If it is bigger than that, keep it to 3. Don't eat chapati.
Some inches, you guys. 6 inches, 8 inches. Some inches they say.
No, leave it. Don't worry. Don't eat your chapati with chana or with potato. What is no for lunch will come as main dish for dinner. It won't come as side dish. Or you can have 4 slices of 100% whole wheat or multigrain bread. Okay? Don't eat brown bread, don't eat wheat bread. It is pure maida bread and they put color. If they write maida bread, nobody will buy. So they are calling maida wheat flour and confusing the public. So let it be 100% whole wheat or multigrain. So you can have 2 sandwiches, or you can make hot toast, put sabji on it and have it. Bread upma comes very well. Or you can make pav bhaji without potato. You can put carrot, lauki, beans and have it with this healthy bread. What I'm teaching is good for everyone in the family. Healthy for everyone. If you want to order pizza, let it be multigrain. Toscana gives multigrain pizza. So you can order a multigrain pizza. Then it's not a junk food. The junk in the pizza is not the cheese. It's a maida base. So if you get a multigrain base, it is not a junk food. So you can have 2 large slices. Sometimes if you go to Subway, you can have a 6-inch multigrain sub. If you go to Subway in the afternoon, just have a Subway salad. Choose all the vegetables. You can put paneer, cheese. Don't put fruit.
They put some toppings.
No, it doesn't matter. Once in a way if you're going to have. If you want upma, 2 fistfuls of rava without vegetables. If you're going to put vegetables, 1 fistful. Or you can have 3 wheat dosha, godame dosha, 3 to 4, 4 whole wheat dosha. Do you eat ragi? No, there's no benefit. Ragi and wheat has the same amount of sugar, 72%. It has a little more calcium and iron, 1% more protein and fiber, that I agree. From the weight loss point of view, it is. So now we have covered all wheat items.
Dinner?
Any one. Choose any one from this full list.
Just repeat.
Either rice or chapati or upma or dosha or khichdi or idli or dosha. So any one from this list you choose. Got it? Now we come to corn. Butta. You like corn?
Yeah.
So sometimes you can roast it. You can roast it. Put little butter and have it with side dishes. So corn becomes the main dish. It is not the side dish. It has got 68% sugar. Or you can boil the corn add plenty of vegetables, paneer and all, and make it into a corn salad. Try not to use American sweet corn and Kellogg's cornflakes. This is imported from America. It is all genetically modified food. So it is leading to cancer in many people. Once in a way if we take, it's okay. But what parents are doing nowadays, they are buying that American sweet cup corn and giving it to children every day in the evening. It's very dangerous. Once in a way if we give, nothing will happen to the body. But every day if you bombard the body with something bad, things are happening. Okay? Or if you go to the movies and you want to have popcorn, buy one popcorn, small popcorn. Even if it is butter popcorn, cheese popcorn. Do you make popcorn at home? No.
We have machine, but nobody
You don't
makes.
make. Otherwise in the movies we can have that taco, nacho.
Which anyway we don't.
Which you
I
don't
take.
have.
This popcorn, yes, something.
You can have it, small popcorn. Then that's your main dish over.
But this is a part of
Anyone,
this or
anyone,
Yeah.
anyone. So after the popcorn in the movie, don't come home and have gehu chawal.
Yeah.
You can have soup, salad, sabji, paneer, cheese, all that, side dishes. Do you eat those millets, that bajra and all that?
Bajra we eat.
What do you make? Bajra roti.
Bajra
So you can have bajra in the night. Makai ki roti, bajra ka roti. All this can come in the night. This is 68% sugar. Okay? Now we come to solid dal. No, oats, sorry. Oats. So either you can buy the normal oats or you can buy oats bran. Oats bran, you can roast it with a little ghee and make upma. I'm not saying eat oats with milk and sugar and all. No. We cook it and have it with our side dishes. Tasty. Spicy, masala, everything. Okay? Otherwise, we can even make oats doshe. You can just soak the oats in water or buttermilk. Then add onion and all and make it like a chilra. You can have oats doshe. Alright? Now oats is 65% sugar. Some people what they do is, they take half oats and half urad dal. Soak it, grind it and make dosha. Very nice it comes. What I'm teaching is good for everyone. It will prevent diabetes. Now we come to solid dal as main dish. Solid dal. Liquid dal is side dish. We need it daily. With idli, dosha, roti, rice, we need patla dal. I'm talking of solid dal. So you can have 3 chilra. Chilla. Moong dal ki chilra, chane dal ka chilla. Or if you want to eat any chana, 2 mutti, 2 fistfuls of any chana, soak it overnight, it will expand, make it into sundal or chana masala, but don't ask for roti with it. You can have it with soup, salad, sabji, dahi, paneer. If you are very keen to have chana and roti, then instead of 2 mutti, 1 mutti, and instead of 4 rotis, 2 rotis. So if you want to combine 2 from this list,
You
adjust half quantities. Or you can have dokla. Bring it as your main dish for dinner. It is not coming as tea time snacks. It's coming as main dish for dinner. Or you can have 3 to 4 gravy vada. Dahi vada, rasa vada, sambar vada. Or you can even have hot pakoda bhaji. Again, it's not coming as tea time snack. It is coming as your main dish for dinner. Alright? Supposing you are at home, it is holiday, and they were all eating pakoda bhaji for tea, and one day you felt like taking. Suppose. Then don't take any item from this list that night. Have only side dishes. Soup, salad, sabji, paneer. So, dal is now 60%.
This portion is always unlimited, no?
Yes, this is all unlimited.
Yes.
Now we come to those vegetables which we said don't take for lunch. That is potato, yam, tapioca, and that raw banana. So we are not saying never take it, but it will come as main dish for dinner. So 1 large potato is about 130 gram. So you can have aloo tikki, potato cutlet, fried potato, mashed potato, French fries with side dishes. Now you're getting the idea? Same way this raw banana, if you make it into a sabji, it is not side dish, it is main dish with other side dishes. And the last choice is fruit. And I'm writing it in red because this is where dieters make a big mistake. They think fruits are very healthy. They keep eating, they don't lose weight. So two things. You have to weigh it out. Not more than 200 grams. So if you want to eat one big apple, you can't have your 3 chapati and take the apple. It is coming instead of the chapati, instead of the idli with side dish.
Okay.
But banana, mango and jackfruit has double the amount of sugar.
Basically,
Any one.
Any one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Any one item from this whole list. Got it?
Except that this one.
Yeah, and then plus any item from lunch, soup and patla dal. Now mango season is coming. So you can buy one small mango, about 250 grams. If you take out the skin and the gutli, you will get 100 grams. So you can have mango with side dishes. You can't eat your roti and then take mango.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yes.
One medium banana, if you take out the skin, it is coming to 100 grams. So you can have banana with side dish. Or you can have ice cream. So side dishes and ice cream. Or you can have homemade plain milkshake. Plain milkshake. That is half milk, half water and any fruit. Now that is becoming your main dish. So with that nice cold milkshake you can take with side dishes. Got it? And because I'm a doctor, I have to give you a healthy diet once in a way. Once in a way, when you go out with the family, go to a restaurant, you want to have maida items, have it. We shouldn't say no to anything. We say never take or we'll be longing for that item. Take it and get it out of your system. Maida also is 72% sugar. Atta is also 72%. But this is healthy 72, this is unhealthy. So now we are talking about the white color. Noodles, pasta, macaroni, or outside pizza, maida pizza, or 4 slices of white bread. So you can have 2 sandwiches, or 1 big bun, so burger, or pav bhaji, white pav bhaji, or you have any chaat item. So suppose today you're in the mood for chaat. Never say no, I'm on diet. Never say those words. Say yes, tonight we'll all go out and we'll have chaat. Okay, got it? Or you can have Frankie, or puff, or you can have samosa, or you can have naan if you go to a hotel. Order more of the side dishes and less of the main dish. Or rumali roti, or you can have maida paratha, or take the sweet. That's what I do. When I go to a hotel, I don't take all this. I'm also vegetarian. I have only starters, soup, salad, vegetables, paneer, soft paneer,
First and last item.
cheese ball, all side dishes. And last I go for the dessert. By the time we are finished with the side dish, actually stomach is full. This dessert is only for some entertainment on the tongue. You understand? So usually we order one and 2-3 people we share. We share the dessert. Okay. Never take fruit juices even if it is made in the house. The fiber has been mashed. So like a glucose injection, the sugar will enter and it will go into the fat deposit. And don't take soft drinks. Got it?
I take Coke Zero.
Which one?
Zero Coke.
Don't take all that. And never use this chemical sweeteners, diet coke and all that. It's spoiling the body even further. Alright? Do you drink? Never. Okay. So, you see it's a very nice diet. You agree?
Yeah, it is quite okay.
Everything is there.
Yeah.
There's no tension that I can
I
never...
travel a lot.
I'll teach you. I'll teach you everything. Okay? Got it? Now these items have got more sugar. It should not enter the body morning and afternoon, only in the night. You should understand why. I told you sugar is not energy. It has to change, convert into energy and get stored in every cell of the body. This happens whenever we are sleeping, because our steroid level is low when we are sleeping. Our own body makes steroid. It is called cortisol. It is a tension hormone. So when we are asleep, there is no tension. So the steroid levels are lowest, this is a medical fact, between 10 p.m. in the night and 2 a.m. in the morning. So when our steroid level is low, glucose changes into energy. So the body makes energy and stores it whenever we are sleeping. It keeps it ready so we can get up fresh in the morning. People go for jogging, they go for gym, they go for walk. Housewife will be so busy getting the children ready. Only after they go to school she will sit and eat. You don't need to eat like a king in the morning to get energy. Have you understood? And our steroid level is highest in the morning, between 6 and 8. Then it slowly declines. And when our steroid level is high, that same glucose converts into fat. Got it? So glucose either converts into energy or it converts into fat. We wanted to convert into energy. So put the high glucose food in the night. You've understood it? Okay. Now one last thing I want to tell you. 1 in 4 people all over the world, the body has got spoiled. They suffer from a condition, it's a pre-diabetic condition, called insulin resistance. You may be having that problem. Now what is the meaning? We have a hormone in our body called insulin. Its two main job is to remove the extra glucose from the blood and make energy. Glucose is like petrol. It is to make the vehicle move. 1 in 4 people, it removes the extra sugar from the blood. So blood sugar is normal, but no doctor bothers to check the insulin level. They have plenty of insulin, more in fact. It is removing the sugar from the blood, but instead of making more of energy, it is converting more into fat. It's going in the wrong direction. So those people may eat less, but they're putting on weight. Next stage will be type 2 diabetes, then hypertension, uric acid, and heart problem. All this together is called metabolic syndrome. What is it called? Metabolic syndrome. Indians are more prone to this. They say 1 in 3 Indians have got it. Now why does this problem come? First, wrong diet. Putting high glucose foods morning till night. Second, diabetes in the family. Some young girls have got cysts on their ovaries. It's called polycystic ovaries. They have this problem. Fourth is tension. Everyone has tension. And fifth is lack of exercise. So out of these 5, at least everyone has got 3. Now if I check your blood tomorrow morning and for insulin problem and find out you have it, and if it is only because of bad diet, 70% our diet will cure the problem. Got it? It's the best diet for diabetes and for insulin resistance. So we won't check now. You follow 100% properly. I'll be calling you for your first checkup after 2 weeks. I'll write and give you. You go to any good reliable lab and have it checked. With the vitamin D also we will check it. Now show me your fingers. Put your fingers. Put it on the table. Okay. It doesn't look like you have got it. See, people who have insulin problem, this will be fair and this will be much darker. Again, this will be fair and you will see it black here. Now that I've told you, you can notice in other people. See mine also. It is like yours.
Yeah.
It is all the same. Now see here. It is not black. Is it? Is it black? Slight, but not much. Show yours. No. It doesn't look like you have it. So the elbows become black and then the neck becomes black. Now that I've told you, you quietly observe in other people. And then the armpits also become black. But anyway, we'll check it out. When we do the blood test, we'll check it out. So now you start the diet from tomorrow. Alright? Wait. If you have any doubt, you can call me between 2:45 and 3. If I don't pick up the phone, don't get worried. It will come as a missed call. I'll call you back. Now, wait. So this is my number. And No WhatsApp, okay? Now I've written a book called A New Way to Eat. I put it on the net for free reading. So this is my website. You can open the book. Directly you can go to chapter 4. This whole diet will be written there as I have told you.
Okay.
I've also put it on YouTube. So if you Google my name, A New Way to Eat on YouTube, again you will get this whole thing in 2 versions, and you have also recorded it.
Yeah.
So you can have a revision. Alright? Now,
All between 2:45 and 3.
2:45.
It's 15 minutes that period, huh?
Yeah, that 15. Even if it is after that, don't worry. If I'm resting, it will come as
Yeah, it's
a missed
okay,
call.
missed call, it's
I will call you back. You can call me anytime.
Yeah, that's
I may not pick up the phone.
That's okay, doesn't matter.
Yes.
As long as there is a
Yeah.
fun.
You just call. It will come as a missed call.
I close
And
this.
I will. 1 second. 1 minute. Now from the book, I've written a few important things. Read it when you go home. Wedding and function. So if you go for that early morning, the South Indian muhurtam,
Weddings,
take vada. People avoid vada thinking it is oily.
Yeah.
We are not worried about oil.
Yes.
Vada is dal. It has got the least amount of sugar. So if you have to summarize this whole diet,
But you said some time ago dal has got 60%.
60%, but if you have to choose between idli, dosha, pongal, vada, take vada. That has got 78%. So isn't 60% better than 78?
Right.
Got it. Now supposing you go for lunch at Yella Sapade. Don't get worried. Wonderful caterers. They'll make some 15-20 side dishes. And they'll put that first on the Yella. Close your eyes and eat everything. Don't think of carrot, beetroot, potato. Even eat the chana, have the aplam, have the vada, have the vegetable, the koot. Even if there are 3 sweets, you choose 1 sweet and have it. When they come to put the rice or the puri, say, I don't want, venda. They will go. And they will come and they will fill more of the
Vegetables.
side dishes. If you go for a buffet, no problem. Eat slow. If we eat slow, automatically we eat less. If we eat fast, automatically we eat
More quantity.
so starters will come, take a few starters, then have soup, have salad, have sabji, have even eat the chana, have the papad, have paneer, put gravy on your plate, show full plate. Eat slow, go for second helping, be last to finish. If you are last to finish, nobody thinks we are eating less. People think we are eating more. Okay.
Yeah.
Now common mistake, when you are ill, don't change the diet. I had to take medicine in the morning. We are not starving. You eat your guava, you have your badam, you have your paneer and take your tablet. Holidays. Don't say I
There is
went.
a misnomer that if you take medicine, you must eat something before that. Is there? This
That's
is
not all medicine.
Not all.
Only these anti-inflammatory drugs like brufen, aspirin, they irritate this.
Okay.
But not
So
BP
not the
medicine,
diseases,
not
yeah.
BP medicine and other. Even your BP medicine you can take on empty stomach.
Okay.
It is only these drugs which irritate the stomach. You understand? Now holidays, outstation. You say you travel a lot.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
So you must be staying at good hotels.
Yeah.
So you get up in the morning. You can ask for a lime juice. They may put sugar or honey. Have it
No, they can bring separate also.
separate. And then they always usually give tomato juice. These good hotels, they give very good tomato juice. Or ask for any fruit which has less sugar, not banana and all that. Always travel with nuts. Whenever I leave the house, I take a big zip bag, fill it up with nuts. And I put some cheese pieces also in it. Cheese pieces. So you have the nuts, you have that fruit, you can have some of this cheese or paneer. If it's a buffet spread, usually they give paneer and all these 5-star hotels. Just don't eat the rice and the wheat. Then you travel with this Amul Masti buttermilk. You get these Tetra packs. Put it in your check-in luggage. Always take one in your bag. 11 o'clock you have. Then you go to any restaurant. Order nice soup, salad, sabji, cutlets, tikkis, soft paneer. Even have roasted papad if you want. Don't take any item with gehu and chawal. Evening you have something with your mungfali. At night everything is allowed. Take more of the side dish and less of the main dish.
For India, fine. This is possible to do because we have houses everywhere. Even hotels we stay.
Abroad
we
it is
manage.
even easier.
Abroad is only little
Even
bit of-
easier. They have such a big spread.
Flights, long flight.
Flight, what I do is, if it's in the daytime, you ask them for that thing. On top, there'll be rice in the middle. On each side, there will be side dishes.
Yeah.
Or even if there's a
Eat that.
bun, inside, eat the cutlet and everything. Try your best.
That's all we have to
Try your best. Okay. Food labels. I've written a lot, read it carefully at home. Food industry wants us to buy, so they write in misleading ways. Myths means wrong ideas. Water drinking we have discussed. Oil we have already discussed. Okay? Right. Now, I've made a nice chart for you, showing you carbohydrate content of common foods. Carbohydrate means glucose, sugar. So you see all the high sugar foods, you will see the low sugar food. Only non-veg and egg has nil sugar. Non-veg, egg and oil is nil sugar.
Oh.
Got it? Vegetables, less sugar, 2 to 10. Milk,
Non-veg has got no sugar.
no sugar, nil. Milk, greens, mushroom, cheese, only 5%. Paneer is only 8%. Nuts are only 14. Fruit, it depends. Guava will be 7, banana will be 30. You understood? And out of all these dana, only the soya bean has got less sugar. See, it is only 30%, which is why we allowed it for lunch. And on the other side, I have written about protein content of, so you can go home and read it. It will be informative for you.
Yes. Sorry. Carbohydrate means sugar, is it?
Carbohydrate
That's right.
means glucose. Meaning of carbohydrate is glucose. Okay? Which a common man calls sugar.
Yeah.
Now I have also typed out something for you for general reading. Good for everyone. Some precautions we can take to prevent cancer. Okay? So I'm giving it to you. This is for general reading. Now very important. See, I've been giving this diet for many years in Chennai, over 20 years. But nobody has done clinical trials on our diet. And I don't belong to a big institution where they can spend a lot of money and people to do. So I was very happy to see last year, lot of articles came out in the Times of India in September, August, September. They have done a very big study in Canada, over 1 lakh people, 33 countries, long study between 7 and 10 years, same composition of our diet. That is about 55% carbohydrate, 20 to 30% oil, 20 to 30% protein. And they have found it's the best diet to live longer, to prevent stroke, prevent heart disease, diabetes. And they've written, it's called the Pure Study. It's all here. And they've written, they have published it in the Lancet. And the Lancet is the best medical journal. So I was so happy to read that finally somebody has validated what I am doing. So I have Xeroxed it, you also read it.
Yeah,
so you will be happy that you are on the right track.
Yeah.
You are not on some fancy diet that will spoil your body. Okay? Now the last thing is, I want you to take 20 Xerox copies of this. 20 copies, both sides. Okay? Both sides. Do it today itself. And every day I want you to write down whatever you eat. In detail. One patient came with ticks and crosses. I don't want ticks and crosses. You go for your walk, say yes, put the date and write down. If you've done it correctly, write it in blue. Write it in blue color pen. Keep 2 pens. Suppose one day you went to somebody's house for lunch and there is only palav. There's no side dish, there's no salad, there's no paneer. You will have to eat. Write it in red.
Wherever there is a violation,
Write it in red. Or if you go somewhere with your friends in the evening and you eat puff and samosa in the evening, write it in red. So if you see a single red mark till dinner time, then don't take your dinner menu that day. Have only the lunch menu for dinner. but you won't lose weight. It will prevent you from gaining weight, but it won't let you lose weight. If you do it in the way in which I've told you, we can lose 100 gram per day. So in 10 days, you can lose 1 kilo. If you see a single red mark, you won't lose 100 gram. So if you write it very honestly, you will understand why you're losing or not losing. More important, I will understand. Because if you don't do well, I get more worried than you. Got it? So, take
100 grams per day.
So 20,
That
100
means
grams.
in
So
a
one,
month, supposing you follow
3
properly,
kilos in a month.
3 kilos.
But in your case, it will be a little slow. Why? You have already done this dieting, up, down, up, down. You understand? So don't get disappointed.
That's okay. That's
Even if 2 kilos go in a
Doesn't
month,
matter.
let it be. Okay.
I think it will go faster
Okay.
because I might have a tendency.
You too.
I put on very fast, I
Okay.
reduce also
So
fast.
what I want you to do is, you take 20 copies. This is original. Don't take any copies. Your exercise is at the back.
Yeah.
Your weight measurements are here. Put it on top and spiral bind it. Make a book. Make a book. So next time when you come, don't bring all these papers. Leave them all at home. Only bring this one book, spiral bind, and your blood test report. Okay?
That I thought we'll do it after a month. Let us follow for 4 weeks at least. And
You
then
put it on. I'll write the blood test.